Do you want to reinvent yourself? Have you been stuck living the same life, doing the same things for, I don't know, a few years now? I'm going to go through all of the things that I'm doing to reinvent myself, live my dream life or whatever. Sometimes that kind of feels cheesy to me, but it's true. I want to live my dream life. I'm reinventing myself. I'm getting rid of things. I'm bringing in new things. I'm showing you that I have my smarkle glasses on. I have my iPad right here to look even more smart and more well-educated on this topic. All of the things that I'm going to talk about that I have been doing to reinvent myself, make my days better, be more productive. So I'm going to tell you what's happened. I'm going to tell you my game plan for the future, and we're going to get into it in 10 minutes or less, hopefully. Always a disclaimer before we get started. You are perfect the way you are, and the only way that you're going to change is if you love yourself the way you are and if you have gratitude for the way that things are going, or else you're going to create a lack mindset instead of an abundance mindset, and that's not going to be good for manifestation or just for your mental health, okay? So be positive, love yourself. I know that's really hard to do and it's easier said than done. I know that, but just a disclaimer. Receipts. I've been doing this since New Year's, right? And this is what's happened so far. It's April of 2024. I got a modeling job and it was really fun. I've gotten more gigs from that. I've met incredible people. I've truly just opened myself up to a world that I never thought would be possible for me, and it's only because I am in an abundance mindset, wanting to connect with new people, all the things that I'm gonna show you. So that happened. I have maintained my physique and I feel very happy with where I'm at right now, as well as I am working on intuitive eating and I feel like I feel really good with that. So that's a new development for me as of right now. I've started my podcast. I started posting on YouTube again. I feel so much momentum and power and fire for life that just I haven't felt before. And it's not like I've quit, okay? So I had all these like New Year's resolutions and I've like been doing them, okay? So usually I have New Year's resolutions and then I don't end up doing them. Yeah, this has just been like a maintained effort that I've never felt before. And I think it's because of all these things that I'm gonna talk about. First and foremost, this is not gonna come as a surprise, but it's going to be necessary. Cut out all of the negativity, the toxicity, just the overall negative vibes from your life, because you gotta make room for the good things in your life. As always, it's easier said than done. I think when I finally started thinking about what I can take away instead of everything that I can add, it made more sense and it made things a lot easier to add in the future because I took the time to just weed things out. I am not a fan of the whole like, just cut everyone and everything off if they're not doing exactly what you want and going exactly where you want to go and like all these things, okay? I'm going to leave that up to you. Whatever you feel. There are things that you're doing or people that you're hanging around that I know in your heart you're like, this is not for me in this moment anymore, not for me for the future that I want. So I'm just gonna leave it up to you. Switching. Number 2, mood boards. I have a disclaimer on this. This is my new mood board journaling scrapbook that I'm going to post everywhere, and I'm just going to show you guys all the cutesy things, okay? It is blank right now, and that's totally fine, but what I am going to show you is exactly how I have done my mood boards and why it just helps me a lot, and how you can follow along and do it as well. So we're going to scroll through my iPad. I'm going to put it up here for all of you Pinterest girlies out there. I am truly starting to use that social media platform more than so many others because it's all about creating and not comparing, but like bringing it in to manifest your own life. So instead of like TikTok and all those things, I'm kind of becoming more of like a Pinterest scroller. So we're gonna open up Pinterest. Pinterest truly just has like the best algorithm to know exactly what I'd want anyways. We're going to start this board. This board is going to be called My Truest Aesthetic and Dream Life. This is what I do. You don't have to do this, but this is going to be a framework for whatever you want to add to it. I have boards within my boards, right? And they're all different types of categories of my life and how I want them to look. This might be a little crazy, might be a little like type A personality. It helps a lot. okay? It gets you more clear on what you want. So some of this is out of place, so just use this as a guide. I still need to like clean it all up. I have everything from hobbies to your career to my fits that I want to do to books that I want to read, and I'm going to show you a little bit of it. Fits to serve authentically, okay? What I want to do this year, maybe a little later in the year, is I want to get rid of all of the clothes that don't fit me anymore, all of the clothes that don't speak to me anymore, don't make me feel good, and get better clothes. And when I say better clothes, I mean better quality. I want to thrift a lot of the clothes because I don't really like overconsumption. So that's why I'm kind of doing it in bits and pieces. But I want to have clothes that I love, okay? So having a mood board of clothes that you just absolutely love, shoes that you love, great. You can even organize this. Sometimes I do that where I organize it and I'm like, oh, these are beach fits, these are workout fits, these are corporate girl job boss fits. 1, it helps me get dressed for the day. 2, it helps me shop when I'm thrifting, helps me get more clear. When you look good, you feel good, and you know that you're like dressing the part of your new life. Sometimes I think that this is a little cheesy. This is a second board that I think is so important. Hobbies. I have a board of hobbies because if you're anything like me, you kind of just get stuck doing the same old, same old. You're doing the same things and then you're like, oh, there's nothing fun to do. And then you see people doing fun stuff and you're like, wow, I should have thought about that. Where do they find like good ideas and fun stuff to do? Also, cool girls have hobbies and have weird random interests that they're interested in. It could be literally anything, okay? So for me, I want to snorkel more. I want to like just be a snorkel girl. I live in Florida. Like why not, for 1? I don't know why I don't do that anyways. 2, journaling, which I already journal all the time, but that's such a hobby. This is the big one. I want to do journal scrapbooking. I showed you guys my mood board. I think it's adorable. All these photo shoots I think are so fun. I also have music, okay? Music's a big one for me. As well as painting. I really want to paint one of these days. That and thrifting. Of course thrifting is going to be in there. It's almost like you're making an agreement with yourself to start doing these hobbies, okay? Then I think the job is very, very, very important. So I used to want to be like a fitness influencer, and I still want to, okay? I kind of want to dive a little deeper into wellness instead of just like fitness. But so for me, I tagged like vloggers, vlogging girls, content creators. I tagged just like fitness influencers that I absolutely love, like KK Fit. They're adorable. They're identical twins. Not exactly sure on the job, obviously. We're just like winging it as of right now. It's a good start. This one's really interesting, but really fun. My aesthetic. It literally could be any picture, any painting, any words, anything that you're like, yes, that is my energy. Yes, that is me, okay? I am a ray of sunshine. As we scroll, we see a lot of beach content, a lot of nature. I really want to get this haircut one day. I think she slays the haircut. I feel like this would be me in like cartoon form. I could just sit here on this main board and keep just adding random stuff that I'm like, yes, raspberries are my energy. I don't know why. Actually, this one's my energy for sure. The tree hugging girl, that's cute. Moving on. Instagram feed, I feel like is very self-explanatory. It helps you let other people know who the heck you are and what girl you are. Super easy. This is super basic. I could literally talk on and on and on of how many boards you could put into here. It's all about just who you are, how do you dress, what do you look like, what do you feel like, what is your vibe, what do you want to bring into the world, all of the beautiful things. Yeah. Let's move on. This next concept made me laugh so hard. I saw this on TikTok, so it's not me. I didn't make this up, but I was like, that's kind of genius. I need to do that. So it is called The Rules of Brighton Land, or if your name was Emily, The Rules of Emily Land, okay? What are your non-negotiables that you do every single day to make you the healthiest, happiest, vibiest person, okay? So these are mine. I encourage you after this video to go and do your own non-negotiable. If you are going to make a promise to anyone, make that promise to yourself. You're the one that matters the most to keep the promise to. So, daily walk and or daily movement. I'm a personal trainer. I obviously love fitness. That is like bottom tier non-negotiable, even if it's stretching. It literally does not matter. Oh, this one like kind of makes me want to cry, but it doesn't. Stillness. Could I make an entire video on this? Yes, I could, and I probably will. There's this book that I read called Stillness is the Key. That book changed my life. Essentially, I know that I need more stillness in my life. I know I need more time to meditate. That is when creativity really flows through you. That is when you get answers to your questions. Third, read something, okay? I wanna be a reader. I wanna be smart. I want to learn things. 3 hours or less of screen time. So this one's hard for me for a lot of reasons. I think if I wasn't trying to be a content creator, it would be a little easier. Truly so hard, but I'm still trying to do it. Connecting with a loved one, a phone call, a text, a letter. Like I said with the books, I'm trying to be a smart girl. So not only books, but podcasts, courses. So I just finished my personal training course. I'm going to do an intuitive eating course next, probably a yoga course. Oh, I'm parched. Speaking of podcasts, I have a podcast called the Brighten Your Day podcast. I have my first episode out now, so please go give that a listen. If you're on YouTube, you can go listen to it, or you can go to my Instagram page and it'll be right here. I will show you the links. It is literally on Apple Podcast, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube, all of the things. It is a travel/nature podcast. I'm gonna have so many amazing guests on talking about just community and ways to brighten your day and ways to fill up your cup, as well as just girls chit-chatting about life, okay? What more could you ask for? It's gonna be entertaining, it's going to be deep. So if you don't have a podcast that you already listen to, go ahead and give that one a try. Okay, this one is going to be kind of weird, but I don't care. Okay, if you vibe with this, you vibe with this. If you don't vibe with this, then move along. So I love Joe Dispenza. Dr. Joe Dispenza, Becoming Supernatural is the book that I'm reading for this month. What he talks about is doing a meditation for yourself. So I actually sat down and filmed a meditation for myself and the ways I want to feel this year, the ways I want to act this year. And I kind of did it in a walking meditation way, where when I go on my morning walk, it's talking about like stepping into my future self. If you guys like the idea of that, I actually filmed a walking meditation for you guys right here, so go ahead and check that out. I encourage you to film some sort of meditation for yourself. It sounds kind of funny, but I've been listening to it almost every single day and I really, really like it. We are going to end this video with some journal prompts that you can do to open up your mind on how you want to be more clear so you can start planning your mood boards and your life. What are some hobbies and creative things that you want to explore more but you never have? What is holding you back from living your dream life? If everything you wanted came true today, how would you feel? What is one thing you can do today to make your dream life a reality? Just one thing to focus on. What is the vibe you want to give off to the world? And most importantly, how do you want to feel every single day waking up? What are the feelings you want to feel? Feelings call in action, okay? Once you feel an emotion, there's usually an action that happens after that feeling. So if you can pull in the feeling of gratitude and confidence, that is going to make you act in an accordance to those feelings. That is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Truly, this was a last minute decision, but I realized that I had a lot to say on the topic. And if you guys want to watch my first podcast episode, it will be here. If you want to watch a vlog of my modeling job and what I do in the day, it'll be here. Go ahead and like and subscribe and follow my podcast and my Instagram and all of the things. Cheers, and go outside and see the sun. Bye.